Hello and welcome. Good evening. Sorry for being a little bit late. I was just doing a preview with the Hall fan, which I'll be uploading shortly. Hope everybody's well. Hiya, Mark Smith. Good evening to you. Hope you're well. If anybody wants to come on and send me a message, then please do so. Or if you want me to do any shout outs, then I'll do shout outs as well. Yeah, just had a really good chat with the Hull fan. So that was interesting. I'm not sure whether we'll get many people tonight because with the England games on. So I might one day actually do a watch along with either Cov or England or something while we're doing this, and people can come on as well. It's pretty hot in here tonight. So yeah, again, I hope everybody's well. Like I said, I've just done sorry for being late. Just done a preview with the Hall fan, as I said. Really good, get their perspective. They're sort of, they're not optimistic, but they're not pessimistic either. They know that they're going to get a game in us, and hopefully we can go there and give them a good game. Oliver Fox, play up Sky Blues. Hope you're well, Oliver. Yeah. So again, like I said, if anybody wants to come on and give me a question on anything regarding maybe Friday or anything to do with Cov, please come on and give us a shout. If somebody wants to come on and tell me the results as well of England, I might just have a quick look. Let's have a look today. So I would like to get really into England, to be fair, but just with the teams that he puts out, I'm not really that interested, to be fair. I know it sounds bad, but I'm really not interested. Hiya, Brandon. Hope you're well. Wilson, Bob's, Fads, Kitchen, Van, Bidders, Sheaf, Kelly, Yassin. Right, so my issue is really with Bobby Thomas. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on him. I think he's good, and I think he will get better because he is young. I think he'll get better with age, but I'm not overly convinced on Bobby. I think he will play. I think he will start, but I think when Latibodier's back, obviously I don't think him and Casey won't be. Probably won't be available. They might be on the bench, but I don't think they'll come on. Like Alan Arkin. Hi, Alan. Hope you're well. Be surprised if Palmer and Latibodiere will be available for Friday. I don't think they will. Like I said, one of them might be on the bench. I don't know actually how many minutes that they played for Jamaica. I know that the first game that they had, Latti played 90 and Casey played 60, 65. I'm not sure. Actually, I might be playing tomorrow morning, sorry. So it'll be interesting to know whether, Robbins has said, look, they can only play 60 minutes and then they need to get on a plane back, or whether they can play the 90 and whether he's trusting the squad enough to play what he's got. But I think when Latti's back, I think Latti's going to take that right-hand berth. I still think Binks is going to have. I think Binks is going to play more than what Kitchen is. I really, really do. I can't see Kelly playing. I think he'll play Yassin in the Eccles role, and I think he'll play Sakamoto. I think it might be a game for Sakamoto. In all honesty. Good evening, Glenn. Brandon Hayes, all good, mate. I'm all well, thank you. Like you said, again, sorry for people that was just coming on. Sorry I was late. I've just done a preview with the Hull preview. Allen maybe on bench. Yeah, I've heard Allen might be back on the bench. I still think it's going to be a bit too early for him. Um, you know, look, when it's to do with the heart and stuff, you can't take risks or chances. Look, he might not even be on there. You know, it's a hard one to it's a hard one to call really. De Silva is injured. Yeah, I've heard he's got a little bit of a knock, um, but I still don't know whether it's been announced of how bad it is. You might be able, somebody on here might be able to tell me how bad it actually is. Um, but yeah, I think um, Mark Smith has said Wilson, MVE, De Silva, Thomas, Fads, Kitchen, Sheaf, Eccles, Sakamoto, Godden, and Wright. Yeah, I still think Sakamoto will play that number 10 role. I don't trust I don't trust him on the right hand side. It's just yeah, it's I just don't trust Sakamoto. I've got to say I don't trust Sakamoto on the right hand side. I don't think he's a right wing back. I think he will play number 10 more. I think it gives us strength in depth, gives us something different. But the honest answer, I think I'd rather see Eccles as right wing back if Sakamoto plays that number 10 role, in all honesty. Just my opinion. Latty played right back for Jamaica, so he's on from the start. I thought he played central midfield in his first game. You might be able to tell me if I'm wrong. I thought I heard that he played central mid, not a right back. But I know he has played there. I know he can play there, but I thought he was midfield. Joshua James, hi Josh, hope you're okay, buddy. Has asked favourite goal of the season so far. Favourite goal of the season so far. I'm probably going to go with Milan. Milan's free kick. I thought it was a good free kick, far out. He took it very, very well, and I hope he takes more to come. To be fair, I don't think we've really had many spectacular goals. Godden's third, I suppose. Watford was a good goal as well. I'm just trying to think back. Fads' goal was a good goal. Nice header. It's always good scoring from a set piece, isn't it? I think. But yeah, I'll have to go for Milan. Also because obviously all things Sky Blue sponsor him this season as well. So yeah, Sky Blue Hub back on Hills FM soon. Yeah, for people that obviously listen to this and see our tweets and stuff, I was on Hills FM on Monday with Sunny in the Sunny show. The link is on. I will get the link up, and you can have a listen to that. We just chat about everything Sky Blue. He's a big Sky Blue fan as well, Sunny. So yeah. So that would be good. Hopefully I'll be back on. If you're asking that, Glenn, hopefully I will be back on. It's also said Sky Blue Hub. I'm guessing as a no real first team has played today for under 21s, there must be some injuries or knocks in squad. Yeah, well, that's why you have a squad, isn't it? You know, that's why we make sure that we've got them players on the bench that can come on. And like I've said all season to us as well, is that I think with the players that he's brought in this season, we've got a lot more versatility. You know, there's not, even though, you know, I do like, we mentioned it on Hills FM actually, this little bit of a question, to be fair, is the fact that I like players having a specific area where they excel in, if you like. But I do like the fact that we can switch people around, like Sakamoto playing right wing back. He has played left wing back, so if De Silva can't play, you might see him on the left. But I you know, just because he gets forward a little bit more. Again, I don't think Bidwell for me doesn't get forward enough. You know, he always turns and looks for that slight back pass or into Sheaf or Eccles, and he doesn't take a man on. and I think that's just because he's not quick enough. When the ball's played down to him in the wing and he can run onto it when there's no, and he can put that first time ball over, then yes, he is good. But to actually take a player on like De Silva would or Milan would, then I don't think he's not that type of player. So you can actually see Sakamoto on that left-hand side. Sky Blue Hub has also said Sakamoto against Twine would worry me. Yeah, I get it, but we've look for us, as with when the preview does get come up onto YouTube, we discussed the fact that we're both this season possession-based teams, and I said that I think that the important part is getting the wing backs. If they're pushing our wing backs too deep, then that's when we're going to get into trouble. We've got to make sure that our wing backs are pushing them back, and just making sure that we're on the front foot rather than the back foot, really. Brandon said he played central defence. Yeah, I thought he did. This is Latibaudiere, isn't it? I thought I heard that he played central midfield. There are talks that they're looking into possibly playing him for City as well for us, because he has played there and I think he plays quite well there. To be fair, I do like Lati. There's no getting away from it. I am a massive fan of him. I think he's really, really good. And I think there's more to come from him as well. I really do. I think he's brilliant. Brandon Hayes. Hi, Brandon again. Can still get free agents. Matty Longstaff is free, 24 years old. Is he on a free? I didn't think he was. I thought he was still at Notts County. Hasn't he banged in goals for Notts County? Matty Longstaff. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Somebody might be able to come on and tell me if I'm thinking of somebody else, but I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he was at Notts County. You might be able to tell me if I'm wrong. Sky Blue Hub, are we missing Doyle? Yes, yeah, I think we are. That's sorry. That under average Cov fan, it's Macaulay Longstaff at Notts County. Sorry, free agent from Newcastle. My apologies. Yeah, that is Macaulay Longstaff. Sorry. Yeah, Matty Longstaff. Yeah, look, if he's available and free, he's a central midfielder, I think, isn't he? If you can tell me that, Brandon. But yeah, I'd take him. Yeah, definitely. But to go back to Glenn's question, are we missing Doyle? Yeah, I think we are. Just because he can, I think he's quite quick. But that's where I think Binks could come into it. I'm not sure how fast Kitchen is, to be fair, but I still think that Kitchen's come in to be Fads' replacement. Personally, I think he sees. Because he was captain at Barnsley, I think he sees that more leadership role in him, and I think you'll see that that when Fads doesn't play, Kitchen will be in that central position, and I just think Binks. I think Binks might be your answer, Glenn. I think if we play Binks, I don't think we miss Doyle. I think it's the fact that we're playing Lati, who's technically should be on the right hand side. He doesn't ping that ball with his left foot. He can use his left foot, but I think once you see a left-sided centre back on that side, and maybe Bobby Thomas and maybe Fads in the middle, something like that. I think you'll see a different City. Look, he may come in and he may be brilliant. This is Kitchen, but I still think you've got to give Binks a chance because he scored 2 for the under-21s. I know it's under-21s, but he still scored. Brandon's just come on. Thanks, Brandon. He's giving me an update. Foden's just scored. Well, look, again, this is why I don't necessarily like the international side, because Southgate come out today and said Foden can't play in midfield. Yeah, I think he's playing in midfield and he's scored. Whether that was to rival him up or not, I don't know. But yeah, you can. Foden can play anywhere. Personally, I think he's a brilliant player. Sky Blue Sam, hi Sky Blue Sam. I hope you're okay. A big crew being scouted by United apparently. Well, it's going to cost money because we've signed him now, haven't we? I think it was on a 3 or 4 year deal. I think so. It's going to cost money. I still think he's going to have a chance if we get injuries. If Godden does get an injury, I think he's going to have a chance. We haven't got another striker, so I think he'll have a chance at some point. He will. He will. Whether he'll start or not, I don't know. But yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well. Mark Smith has said, "Do you think Vic Lee has benefited Godden?" Yeah, to a certain extent. I think it's put a little bit more pressure on Godden, which I think Godden likes. Yeah, yes, I do. I think it has benefited him because Vic was such a big character, and obviously, I think they clashed a little bit. Hence why I think there was one game. I think it was last season. Can't remember who it was against. Somebody might be able to tell me that Vic and Godden were both on the bench, and he played Tyler Walker because something had happened. I think that kind of said it all, really. But yeah, I think he has benefited because, like I said, I think it's put a bit more pressure. Brandon said, yes, he's goal last night, Glenn. I'm not sure on that one. I don't know on that one. Yeah, I might have to come back on to me. Under average Cov fan. We have had a couple of trialists playing for under-21s, left back, left wing back, and a centre back. Do we know anything about them guys? Do we know names? Mark Smith said, 2-0 Bellingham. Excellent. Brandon Hayes, yeah, right midfield, 2-0 Bellingham as well. Thank you very much for the updates. Much appreciated. Alan said, I think we miss McNally more than Doyle, if anything. I think we miss both, if I'm honest. I know people, look, I'm still yet to see the best of Thomas, I think, because, Barnsley fans and I think Burnley fans as well were both saying that Thomas was better than McNally. But at this moment in time, no, I don't think so. I think McNally was the better player. Excuse me. I think McNally was the better player. But I'm hoping that we will see the best yet is to come. Again, we're still going through a transitional period. He's still getting used to playing with players. But the goal. So right, okay, yeah, the goal for Doyle last night. I didn't see it. I haven't seen it actually. Yeah, Brandon, I haven't seen that, mate. I do need to try and try and catch it if I can. Mark Smith is chanting at me now. Mark Smith, Scotland get battered everywhere they go, everywhere they go. My dad would kill me right now if I was singing that to him. He supports Scotland more than he does England, to be fair, my old man. In rugby, anyway, at least. But I'm not sure about the football. He might support England a little bit more. But like I said, I can't get excited about England. It just infuriates me. I'm not overly keen on Southgate. I was when he first come in. I think he did the right things initially, but as time's gone on, it's just got worse and worse, and I can't bring myself to watch games. That's why I'd rather talk about Cov on here. In all honesty. So I know that the viewing numbers are probably going to be down today just because of that England game being on. But I can't bring myself to watch it. But I hope we do well. And when we get to that tournament, because we get to every tournament, don't we? So we're going to get there. It's just one of them. I'm really not bothered about England, in all honesty. Bring on Friday is what I say. Bring on the Cov game. Can't wait for the real football to start again. Let's have a look. Have I missed anything? Not there. Sky Blue Hub. Thoughts on kit debacle? Yeah, look, with the kits, I understand. Um, I understand that people are going to get frustrated, and it's not right with, with the kits um, coming in dirty. Not having, not being cling filmed up or wrapped up in any way, and it's not. It doesn't show us in the best of lights really when this is being all branded around social media and stuff. And I get it. I can only go like again. This is called in my opinion. I can only go by what I've had, and in all honesty, it's been fine. Yes, it was late, but I think I got it before a lot of other people did. I think I was one of the first ones to get it. Um, it came wrapped up, it came clean, everything was nice about it. I couldn't argue anything about it really. So I do feel sorry for people that are going through a bit of turmoil, and and it is coming in dirty because it's not right. It shouldn't be right. It shouldn't be done. But like I said, it's for me, everything's been fine and spot on. Could have come earlier. I would like to, for at least for the first home game of the season. But yeah, at least we got it for the second. At least I got it for the second anyway. But yeah, so Sky Blue. Sorry, Mark. How many points next three matches? Hull away, Cardiff away, and Huddersfield at home. Well, in all honesty, I think the trickiest one out of them three, Mark, is going to be Hull away. I'm not liking the game at all. The more I look at their team and look at the results that they've had in the past, since the start of the season. Look, they beat Leicester. I know we should have beat Leicester as well, but they beat Leicester. They beat Blackburn. It's a worrying game because if we're not at the races, I do worry. But like I say, every single Twitter space that we have, draw your away games, win your home games, and you'll be somewhere or thereabouts. So I'll take a draw at Hull. And then I think we should beat Cardiff. I don't think they're anything to. I think they've gone backwards in all honesty. And I think we should be beating Huddersfield at home as well, to be fair. There's no easy game, I know that. But yeah, if we can come away with, what's that, 7 points. 7 points out of them, and I'll be happy. I'll be happy with that. If we come away with 4, it's not the end of the world, I suppose. But if we, look, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we're gonna get 7 points. We'll draw at Hull Friday, and then we'll win the next two, Cardiff and Huddersfield. Brandon said, only exciting thing about England is Foden and Bellingham. Yeah, Bellingham's just unreal. He started life off at Real Madrid absolutely brilliantly. And Foden is Foden. You know why Pep. Look, Pep's got rid of Cole Palmer, and he sold him to Chelsea for 40 million or whatever it was. If Cole Palmer was a Foden, he would have done what he did with Foden. That's not playing when everybody was crying out for Foden to be played. He waited, and he's kept him, and he is the player that he is. He obviously doesn't see that in Cole Palmer and happy for him to let him go. But Foden is brilliant, and I think while De Bruyne is out, I think he'll do brilliantly. That's why Foden's in my is he in my fantasy team? I think he is. I can't remember. I need to look at that, to be fair, my fantasy team. You can ask me questions on fantasy as well. Hi, Dave. Dave Rendell's just joined the chat. Here's my uncle. Hope you're well, Unc. With you on England, mate. I've no interest in them. As for your dad supporting Scotland, I'm pretty sure he does. Got my City shirt delivered on Saturday. It came perfect. Brilliant. I'm really happy for you, mate. I hope you've got your. I hope you've got Jenna one as well. Jenna deserves one. So you can come on with that one. Get Jenna and Bradley one. Don't be tight, you stingy git. Under average Cov Fran. Favorite Cov Twitter account besides at all things Sky Blue. Favorite Cov Twitter account. I'm going to go for Sky Blue Hub, Glenn, and that's all I'm going to say. Good evening, RH. Hope you're well. How long do you think the team will take to gel together in a solid unit? That's a hard. I think you've got to be looking at 10 games. I think 10 games in, and history would say with Cov that we always play better when we've got that momentum of games. And I think you might find that now. We've played Saturday, or Friday. We've played one game a week. Now we're coming into 2 games a week. So I think, the next 2-3 games, I think, like Mark has pointed out, I think we're gonna find out where we actually need to be. That's going to take us up to 9 games, nearly 10 games. So about 10 games, I think we'll know a little bit more about what this team's got. I'm touching wood that we don't have many injuries with that really. Mark Smith said I'd take a point at Hull. Yeah, I think, like I said, an away game. If we come away with a draw, a clean sheet would be good, because I think the defence needs that confidence. If we can keep a clean sheet, 0-0, or sneak a 1-0 victory or something like that. But we don't want another Watford, do we? We don't want a 3-3. I don't want to concede 3 goals. When you score 3 goals, really you should be winning that game. But yeah, it's one of them. Mark said, agree, 7 points would be a decent return from the 3 games. Yeah, I think so. I think, like I said, I'm not worried about Cardiff. Like I said, there's no easy games, but I just think, I think we should be beating Cardiff and Huddersfield, in all honesty. I think we're better than that now, as I've said for a long, long time, and as I've said on the Twitter Spaces many a time as well. We're a top 8 side. We were a top 10 side. I think we've taken that up a notch. It's just whether we can push into the top 2. But I think we'll be in the playoffs. We're a top 8 side. Sky Blue Sam, hi Sky Blue Sam. Win home games and get results away from home. Yeah, look, people that listen to our Twitter Space, and by the way, please like and subscribe. Please tell other people as well to like and subscribe. We do put content out there. I know Josh does tweets and stuff. And obviously we do YouTube as well, and I do previews in the Anecdote, who we're partnered with. So please get involved and like and subscribe anything on there as well. But yeah, like I said on the Twitter Spaces, Sky Blue Sam, I've said it for a long, long time. You win your home games, you draw your away games, and you'll be somewhere close. Sky Blue Hub, is Hamer in your FPL team yet? No, he isn't. I'm still waiting to see more from him. I think there's more that he can give, but within fantasy, you've kind of got to. I know he scored 1 goal, which is good, and he got a yellow card and didn't really do anything. And obviously, it was against Man City, granted, but no, I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for Hamer for me to think that is where he needs to be, because I still think there's more to come from Hamer. Once he's had another, if he scores another goal, I might wait for my wild card, I think, before I put him in, because I might need like a £5 million player, which I think Hamer's 5 million. Alan Arkins, I believe O'Hare is back in training with the squad. Looking forward to seeing him back on the pitch. Oh, mate, I tell you what, with O'Hare, the first home game he plays and he starts, or even if he comes on, he's just going to get the maddest reception, I think, isn't he? Yeah, I'm looking forward to him coming back. I like Casey Palmer, but because Hamer's gone now, I still think, and I'll still say it on the Twitter Spaces and on here, I still think that Palmer can play the Hamer role, and then you bring O'Hare in to play the number 10, and I think that's an even scarier proposition. I really, really do. I think they can. I think they can play that role. I think it would be good as well, or even play a box. We've got options, haven't we? Which is good. I like having options. Sky Blue Hub, have you been in the club shop yet? I haven't. No, I keep meaning to, and I might if I find out that it's open on Saturday, obviously because we're not playing on Saturday. I might actually pop up Saturday morning and have a look around. But I do want to go in there. I've heard that it's really, really good. So yeah, I am going to try and go up at some point. Have you been up yet? Do you know what it's like, Glenn? Glenn's also said, Sky Blue Hub has said, what's on your Cov bucket list? Back in Premier League, playing a big Premier League side at the CBS and FA Cup, seeing Cov in Europe, or something else? Wow. I would, yeah, I'd love us back in the Premier League, obviously, and I'd love to see us play in Europe, obviously. Yeah, I'd just like us to be moving in the right direction, which we are. And if we're moving in the right direction, I think everything else comes with that. One thing that I don't necessarily want to happen ever. I know eventually it will, but I don't ever want to see it. I don't want to see Mark Robins go. That for whatever reason, that will be a sad, sad day. The day that that he leaves. I don't want to see it. I like him and Adi and Dennis. I can't see anybody else that's going to replace him at this precise moment. He's just, Cov and Mark Robins just fits, and I like the way it fits. But that's what I don't want to see that happen. That would be my bucket list, Glenn. Is to never see Mark Robins go and leave. But yeah, that's just me. Mark, do you know which Hull players are on international duty? Wasn't sure if the Hull fan you spoke to mentioned it. No, we didn't actually. We didn't really talk. It was, I tell you what we went through. Obviously, you can listen to it anyway. But we went through the history of the games, new players, nothing on international duty or anything like that. Expectations, the threats from us, predictions, and then I did a little bit with a word association. So those that have seen previous game previews and stuff, we do a bit of word association. So yeah, Glenn's said, Mark, if you are wondering, Sky Blue Hub has said, Delap played for England under 21s. Connolly played with Ireland. Sari and Toure have also gone away on international duty. They are on the bench today in their game, so they'll probably be back for Thursday. Again, it depends on how far away they've come, or if they've got knocks. Excuse me. I've heard that he didn't mention it, but I have heard that Tufan might be injured as well. I don't know whether he's going to be back for that game, but we didn't mention that, to be fair. But I am going on there. I am going on to Hull and back on Thursday, so I might speak to them about that. Then, if you've got any questions that you want me to ask them, then let me know, and I can pass them questions on to them. Mark said, "Are you getting tickets for the QPR match, Stuart?" I'm not, Mark. I can't make QPR. I'm going out for a family meal, so I can't make it. But the next away game, which is Bristol City, I might try and get to Bristol City. I think so. If you want to meet up and go to the Bristol City one, mate, just let us know, and we can try and sort something out. Alan said Connolly didn't play for Ireland on Sunday against the Netherlands. Oh, okay. Well, he might be back then. To be fair, but we'll wait and see on that one. So, if you want to tell me how England are getting on, I know obviously we were 2-0 up. How are they playing? If you want to let me know on that one. Like I said, I have done a preview which will be out tonight, so you can go and like and subscribe on the preview when that comes out. I was also on. Will do, mate. Thanks, Stuart. Yeah. No worries, Mark. Just DM me, mate, and we'll try and sort the Bristol City game out and do something on that one. Sky Blue Hub has said Tufan out for Hull is a big loss. Yeah, it is. He has been up there with Liam Delap, with their top goal scorers. I think I know he has scored a few goals, but I did mention about Estepinian, Oscar, who scored the hat trick against us in the 3-2 loss at their place last season. And that was a strange one for me, but it's the way that Liam Rosenior wants to play. He does want to play more possession based, but yeah, it is a loss for him. And we don't know. Look, Connolly, I don't. Again, without going on my phone constantly, which I don't want to do. I don't know how far away they've had to travel, whether at home or whether they're playing away, because you might have jet lag. That might come into play. So, we've got Casey and Latty playing for Jamaica. I think they're the ones with the longest travel. So again, as we've mentioned before on here and on our Twitter space, we don't think that they're going to be available for Friday night. I think it's going to come too soon. Oliver Fox, hi Oliver, hope you're okay. England are 2-0 up at half time. Let me know if they're playing well or whether it's worth a watch. Sky Blue Hub has said Serie and Torre are playing in Africa. See, look, I know it's. I think depends where in Africa, but it could be a 2-hour plane journey. They might be home and they might be okay. But if they've played, it's again. Look, they are there for the taking. I'm not saying that they're not, but they do worry me. They have got some good players, but look, I still believe that if we're at the top of our game and if we're playing well, there's not many teams that can compete with us. In all honesty, like I said, I think we're a top 8 side. Oliver Fox has said, yeah, some decent play, but most England just controlling the game. Yeah, it's what we do in qualifying, isn't it? I'll wait and watch England in the actual tournament personally, because England do what England do, and that's get through qualifying, get to the tournament, and that's where I'll be a little bit more interested. But friendlies and qualifying, unless he starts picking players that are on form and actually playing for their sides, because Harry Maguire and Calvin Phillips aren't playing for the sides. So why are they even there? Henderson is at least playing in Saudi Arabia, but it just frustrates me. I just don't like it, Ward-Prowse would have been perfect. And you've got to play these players. Don't just put them on the bus and send them places. Actually play them. Play players that are in form and that are doing well for their club consistently, like James Ward-Prowse. It just bugs me. I don't like it. Anyway, I'd rather talk about Coventry again. Thank you. But yeah, so Oliver Fox says, yeah, I agree. Yeah, like I said, it just bugs me. But yeah, so look, like I said, a Friday, and if anybody's going to the game, let me know. It'd be much appreciated. If you are going, I can give you a shout out. But like I said, I'm not worried about Hull. They are dangerous, but like I said, I think if we play our game, I think we'll be fine. I don't think there's anything to worry about. There's not many teams that can outplay us on our day. But like I said, we've got to make sure that we're on our day. And whether that's Bobby Thomas in there or not, like I said, I am. I'm a little bit concerned. Maybe I don't know. Sky Blue, is it on iFollow? I'm hoping so. I hope it is because I want to try and get it, and it's not just the audio. I hope it's on iFollow, but I'm not sure. That's where I'm going to try and watch it anyway on iFollow. I hope it's on there. You might be able to get it on the Hull side. Oliver Fox, I think Twine is a really good player for them. Well, I think he's a good player anyway, to be fair. Scott Glenn said Twine's delivery is superb. Milan needs to be on it. Yeah, I think we all do. I think they all do. But Twine is a really, really good player. And yeah, he's been playing wide though, I think, hasn't he, of a three. That's the formation that I've seen them play. That they play one up top and then three at the back, and they play the overlapping wing backs as well. But yeah, it's weird. Like I said, it's weird because they are a stronger side than they have been in the past. We only took a point off from last season. Like I said, we have got to make sure that we're on it. Brandon said, "Have a." He said, "Have a stick, watch it, mwaha. Don't tell the government. I won't. It's our little secret, mate. It's our secret." Oliver said, "Surprised it's not on Sky, considering the game got moved." Yeah, it's the fact that there's another game on Sky. I think it's Leicester Southampton, which obviously is a bigger game, I suppose. But yeah, Leicester Southampton or Southampton. I can't remember which one it is, but it's Southampton Leicester. I don't know who's playing at home, but Southampton Leicester got the game on Sky. Yeah, they have. Yeah. But like I said, that's deemed the bigger game, I suppose. I still don't know why ours. Does anybody know why ours got moved? Can someone tell me that? Because I'm not sure why ours got moved. Is there some? I've got in the back of my head some rugby thing going on, or something. Obviously not at the CBS Arena, but I think maybe for policing and things like that is why it got moved to the Friday. But yeah, look, it's like I said, it's going to be an interesting game. Theirs kicks off after us as well. Yeah, I know they're on. They kick off at 8:00. We're 7:45, I think, aren't we? But yeah, it'll be a tough game. It'll be a tough game for us against Hull. They've got some good players. I do actually like Liam Rossini as well. I think he's done a good job. He did well as Rooney's number two, and then when Rooney went, I thought he did okay at Derby. but yeah, his mate, he's done a bit of shrewd business this year. I think they're the top. I think they're one of my top three for transfer window this season. I think they've done really, really well. So yeah. So if there's no more questions coming in, we've done 45 minutes, so that's not too bad considering that there is an England game going on as well. For those that want to know, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, obviously YouTube as well. Thank you very much for coming on. Those that have come on and spoke and gave me questions, thank you very much. I do this every other week, so there won't be one next week, but there will be one the week after. I might need to change the day on it because I think we might be playing on the Tuesday. I can't remember, but anyway, join us for the Twitter space on Sunday night. And again, thank you very much for those that have mentioned anything. Sky Blue Hub, just before I go, said good show again. Look forward to the whole preview show. Thank you very much, Glenn. Much appreciated. Again, thank you for everybody that's come on. Thank you very much for watching. Brandon Hayes has come on. Ruben Vinegra and Tyler Morton are fast. Yeah, like I said, just before I go, like I said, we do need to be careful. And I think not only the central midfield, but the wing-back roles are going to be important. So, yeah. So, thank you again. Much appreciated. Come on to our Twitter space if you want to say anything on Sunday night, 9 o'clock, to review the Hull game. Hopefully, it's a win. Happy with the draw. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.